According to the World Wildlife Foundation, we receive 10 to 15,000 times more solar energy on the Earth than we use, which means that this huge amount of energy goes unharnessed and unused. However, a solar cooker can be a fantastic way to channel this energy and save energy costs, reduce pollution, lower risks of fire, and help fuel shortages. I've always been fascinated by how solar energy can be harnessed, and I was first exposed to the fascinating use of solar cookers in 8th grade. Since then, I've always been amused about how solar energy can be used. Therefore, I plan to show you how to build and cook s'mores in a simple solar cooker so that you too can take advantage of all the benefits that solar cooking offers. The three basic types of solar cookers each have their own pros and cons, but each one are effective ways to cook food by utilizing solar energy. According to One Earth Design, panel cookers and solar parabolic cookers are best for cooking dishes like beans, rice, veggies, and stews, or dishes that are traditionally made on a stove top. However, solar box cookers are more effective at baking items such as breads and cookies or items traditionally made in an oven. Due to the shape of solar panel cookers and parabolic cookers, they focus energy into one point and heat up quickly. However, a solar box cooker works like a heat trap and takes a longer time to heat up, but is much more useful for baking items. Today I will be showing you how to build a simple solar box cooker using just a pizza box, aluminum foil, black paper, and plastic wrap. In order to build a simple solar cooker, one will need a pizza box, white school glue, plastic wrap, tape, black paper, and aluminum foil. The tools that will be needed include a knife, a ruler, and a pencil or pen. One of the most important components is the sun, of course. Solar cookers typically only work on sunny days and generally work better when the temperature is warmer, so make sure that it's being used on a sunny day. The first step in building the solar cooker with a pizza box is to cut a flap in the top of the pizza box using the knife or scissors. It's important to leave a 3 cm margin between the edge of the box and the flap that you're going to cut out. Draw the square on the top of the pizza box and cut along 3 sides and fold along the 4th side. This flap is going to allow sunlight to enter into the solar cooker. The next step is to cut out a piece of aluminum foil that is roughly the size of the flap. Then glue the piece of aluminum on the underside of the flap with the shiny side out. Try to make as few wrinkles as possible. The aluminum will reflect the rays of sunlight directly into the box. The next step is to cut out a black sheet of paper that is the size of the bottom of the box. Then you glue the piece of black paper onto the bottom of the box, and the piece of black paper will then act as a heat trap since dark colors absorb more sunlight. After gluing the piece of black paper down on the bottom of the box, one must then cut out 2 pieces of cling wrap that are larger than the window and the lid. The 2 pieces of cling wrap must be large enough to cover the window. The first piece of cling wrap needs to be taped to the underside of the window and it must be completely sealed and tight. The next piece of cling wrap can be taped down on the outside of the window with the flap open. This piece must also be sealed tight and completely cover the window. The use of the cling wrap ultimately causes a greenhouse effect, which is essential for the functioning of the solar cooker that allows solar radiation to enter the solar box cooker, but it doesn't allow it to leave. For many, this type of solar cooker is great for making s'mores. S'mores can easily be made by placing a marshmallow on one graham cracker and a small piece of chocolate on another graham cracker. Place the s'mores on a piece of aluminum foil in the middle of the solar cooker and place the solar cooker in an area with direct sunlight. Make sure that the flap faces the sun and that it is propped open with a pencil or wooden rod. According to Scientific American, a s'more in a typical pizza box solar cooker should be cooked for at least 30 minutes or whenever the marshmallow is soft. Whenever it is done cooking, take the 2 halves out of the solar cooker and enjoy. As with all things, of course there are things that can go wrong. One thing that can go wrong is not properly placing the plastic wrap over the opening of the pizza box, which can cause the solar radiation to escape the solar cooker and prevent the food from cooking properly. Therefore, it's very important to place the plastic wrap tightly and across the whole opening to create a full seal that traps solar radiation. Another thing that can possibly go wrong is not placing the aluminum foil as straight as possible, so the solar rays are reflected directly into the solar cooker and not directed outside of the solar cooker. If there are wrinkles, then this can potentially direct the solar rays in the wrong direction. Now, if both of these things are not done successfully, then this will cause the cooking times to be extremely long and may not fully cook the food. In conclusion, solar energy harnessed by utilizing this pizza box solar cooker can be a wonderful way to save energy costs, reduce fuel consumption, and reduce the overall amount of pollution. Let's all start seeing the sunnier side of life and get cooking with solar energy.